We hear a lot about immigrants today. You know, when immigrants came at the beginning of the 20th century, they came to big cities, and most of them were Catholic. So it's not unusual to find on every corner a church, perhaps one a German church and a Spanish church and a French church and an English church. And that's was a wonderful thing, that we were able to provide for them a way to worship and pray in their own native language. But times change. People begin to move out to the suburbs. I was a pastor of a little sleepy town along a river that suddenly became the suburb of a big city. We had lots of people moving out. We went from a little parish of 1,000 to a parish of 4,000. Some of those people who moved were immigrants, people different from the parish itself. Now, the parish itself had a Czech background, that the Czechoslovakian people came out in the summers and would recreate there in the summertime. But then eventually it just gradually became an American parish. But suddenly we were having two groups of immigrants moving in, the Filipinos and the Polish. Now, the Filipinos spoke English, and so they went to the English Mass, and they celebrated like all of us. There were a few celebrations they had, like the Simbang Gabi and all of those things, but for the most part, they just fit into the English parish. The Polish came, and they would like to have a Polish Mass. And my staff and others in the parish said, why would they want a Polish Mass? Because after all, they're here in the United States, and they ought to learn English. And I explained to them that when I had studied in Rome, that even though I knew the Italian somewhat, I would prefer to pray in English. So I would seek out an English church because I felt comfortable praying in English. And I said they felt comfortable praying in Polish, as they did from when they were a child. And so gradually we began to absorb them into the parish. There were lots of stereotypes, them for us and us for them. But eventually we found that this was a wonderful experience for us. In fact, if you ever want to know how to really party, the Polish and the Filipinos will have you enjoying yourself immensely. The Polish brought great devotion, great order and structure in their liturgy. And the Filipinos brought great devotion to Mary. And so we began to meld together to find out who we were, and that we really were one universal Catholic church. Now, we probably don't think of Catholic as a description, but Catholic really meant universal. And so it's interesting to be able to see the people all over the world who are Catholic, of the same belief. I was able to go to Rome and to other places when the youth conferences were there by the Holy Father. And you see people of every country all enjoying and celebrating and reflecting the fact that they are Catholic. And yet they're all different cultures, all different people, all different languages, and yet we are one. So a parish that's mixed in culture has an advantage. They learn a lot about themselves, and they learn a lot about others, and they learn to break down the typical stereotypes that we have in our culture. You know, we just celebrated St. Patrick's Day, and even the best of my Polish and German friends all wanted to be Irish. on that day, maybe because they could get a free beer or something, but they all wanted to be Irish. Well, we need to learn the blessings of the whole church. We need to know what each group brings to us, because we are really one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church. God bless you.